Welcome Sagittarius, Capricorn to your mid-month reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Push that big old thumbs up. Okay, guys. Getting straight into your energy over here, what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. I hope you guys are having a great new year so far. Best message, please, for Sagittarius, Capricorn. Best message for Sagittarius, Capricorn. Confusion. Got a little bit of confusion going on with you at this time in the mid-month. It looks like confusion. Just keep feeling it's a little confusing. Maybe there's a little confliction going on where it's causing confusion. It could be confliction within the mind. Somebody has you a little confused. On the Seven of Cups, this card's not only going to clarify on the Seven of Cups, but the entire reading. Oh, there we go, guys. What is it? Dun, dun, dun. Moving on from the confusion. Okay. So, getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. And the near future is pretty much just the potential outcome of the situation. A little bit of arguing going on, some offering, and in the near future outlook is a little defensive energy going on. Feeling a little defensive. Really standing your ground over here. It does feel like there is some arguing, some combativeness. It could even be just you in your mind. It might not even be with another person. It could just be that somebody is kind of treading on you and they've got you a little confused and your mind's a little wandering. Internal conflicts. We'll see what's going on here. We have the Knight of Cups over here in the recent past. This is kind of how you got over here. There was some kind of offering that's going on over here. It could be from a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be some kind of water sign. But it does look like there was this offering that was going on. It's kind of an unexpected thing. Feels a little unexpected with the Empress over here. It could even be an offering from your mother. Maybe you were offering help to your mom. Maybe your mom and your dad. However it was, it seems like it was just kind of out of the blue. There's also this offering too, if you're looking at money, guys, that's kind of, seems a little unexpected. It was almost like they were offering you a job, offering you this potential to make a lot of money, a lot of prosperity going on over here. It's made a transition within the situation. Could have definitely been dealing with some kind of Taurus or a Scorpio, maybe both. If you're dealing with this person, it went kind of sour. Kind of went belly up. If it's this job that got you kind of confused and it just feels like there's this kind of back and forth energy where it's like I could be potentially making a lot of money, but it seems like they kind of keep me in my mind. Something that it does feel like the only reason that maybe you didn't let go in the past is because of all this money, right? So really kind of working on two different areas over here. If you're dealing with this family member or this person, it feels like it kind of did go belly up. You did kind of let go of this situation after you offered all this help, all this something, right? And then, of course, if it's a job, it's like they're offering a lot of money. And it just feels like it was something you felt like you should let go, but you didn't. But they still keep you in confusion. Could be both in one, right? With the Five of Wands over here, there is a lot of conflict, a lot of arguing. It could be within this person or within your mind. Trying to keep your emotions stable within this. Somebody's dealing with a water sign. Could be a lot of arguing between you and this water sign. Trying to keep their emotions at bay, trying to keep your emotions, because they have you in this conflict. It just feels like you're magically trying to get out of it. Trying to magically make it just go away, magically make it stop, trying to keep your emotions at bay. But they just keep like they just keep pulling it back. So it's almost like as soon as I get out of my mind or everything seems to be kind of going good, they kind of pull me back into this area over here, whoever you're dealing with, whatever your situation is. But it definitely has this backwards feeling like either I'm making it all better and everything's fine, or I'm trying to magically make it disappear. However it is, it doesn't matter because they keep reining me back into the situation. And when I'm trying to move on, see, moving on, that's the overall card, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, well, I'm trying to find peace within my mind. And it feels like as soon as I find the peace, you want to confuse me again by making me go backwards within the situation. You do have the Emperor over here. So you do have, like I said, if you're dealing with money, you're doing fine with money, guys. It just feels like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to work because I know where my stability is. But they definitely do have a rein on you. There is this rein on you where they want to keep pulling back the conflict. It's going back to the confliction, but persistently moving forward. Not going to deal with this because you do feel like you have good fortune coming. Spirit is saying you have good fortune coming out of this situation. There is a lot of awareness of what's going on, and there is a lot of change that is right around the corner for you. And it does feel, though, that you do also want this change, though, and wanting them not to go backwards. Stop pulling the reins back, right? Because you keep making me go to a halt or bringing me back to the situation that I don't want to be a part of. Yeah, not changing the situation. So where you're trying to change the situation because you do see good fortune in one area of your life, which you're really trying to stay aware of and moving on towards that, this other, it just feels like this other side, it feels like two different pieces, my friends. One is not wanting to change, and the other side says, well, it's okay because we have change in this area and we're going to have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh boy. So yeah, they have you all confused. Once again, King of Swords upside down. They have you speaking of confusion, but they also have you in your mind and really bringing in a lot of confusion. Where are we going? What are we doing? How are we going to fix this? What are we going to do? Because they don't really want to change. They keep speaking of not changing. They keep arguing. They keep the argument alive. They keep the imbalance alive. So right now in the present, they just want to continue to keep reflecting upon the same situation without allowing the situation to change. I get Three of Coins over here, and I really do see two different scenarios and two different people. It even feels like you just want this one person to change their mind about how they're, continuing with the situation. Because when you have the Three of Coins over here, it's like I'm working hard towards my rewards. My rewards right now is the change of what's going on. But money-wise, I see a lot of good money. I just really think that this other one is a person or people in your life that keep continuing to try to drag you backwards into this conflict. Not wanting to change. Yeah, aware of the toxicity that they keep continuing to do. Confusion again. And you're also aware that they keep you confused. So it's not like you don't know you're confused. You absolutely know that there's some confusion. Because it does feel like if you are trying to help a situation out, you give good advice and then they turn around and destroy the advice. That's for some of you, right? Take it how it resonates. Whatever doesn't resonate, just throw it away, right? Everybody has their own story. And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can always watch your regular signs of rising moon or Venus. But I'm telling you right now, there is a reflection over here that's saying, as I am working towards this goal, and it feels like two goals because I'm going to work and dealing with you, I do realize, though, that you do keep this alive. Waiting for the turnaround from them, wanting them to stop arguing. And not only does it feel like it's argument outside because they're so ornery, I feel this orneriness. It's also causing that there's the mental fighting, right, within yourself. Well, because that's, because you're going to try to find the best, conclusion, the best situation for the situation. But it keeps you in your head. How am I going to get out? How am I going to free this? Trying to find the passion to move forward within the situation that's best for this situation. But the problem is when we're so confused, sometimes we can't get the right perception. So you're going to have to dig deep on this one, right? You're going to have to, because with the Knight of Wands, it's saying, well, what is your perception? What are you manifesting? What are you looking at? Trying to find the better solution that's good for yourself and them and, everything. So right now there's going to be really a lot of thinking going on within you, Sag-Cap, because you're going to say, well, this is what's going on. This is what I want. This is what I'm aware of the situation. But I do feel like I'm being kind of pulled apart into two different scenarios. So you're really going to have to stand your ground with the overall outcome of the near future, which could be a couple of weeks from now. And it's saying, well, now you got me in a defense mode. Because I'm really standing my ground for this change, for this yes. But there they are again, arguing. You do have Mercury Retrograde coming up on the 14th too. So for some of you, you might even have an argumentative Leo coming back that you're standing your ground against. They're wearing their heart on their sleeve while you're already confused and in your head. You're like, come on, give me a break. I'm working over here, and now you're coming in and wanting me to come back and wanting me to do this and that and crying on my shoulder. Ace of Coins. They feel like you may have made broken promises. Maybe you told them you were going to call them, you were going to reach out to them, and they feel like you have broken your promises. And you're saying, I'm dealing with all this other stuff. I don't have time to be, and they want to get argumentative too. What in the world? So now they want to get argumentative because they believe that you have Three of Swords. They're Three of Swording you, and you might even be telling them, why are you even bothering with me when you have someone else to go talk to? Because it does feel like they may already have someone, but they are looking still for the promise that maybe they feel like you promised them something. And maybe, in your head, you said you're making this into a promise that was never a promise. Maybe I said I was going to reach out when I could, but I didn't say when, and maybe when was never. Yeah. Because it does feel like, you're kind of telling them, well, what about the other person? Or maybe you already have another person and they're kind of fighting you about that. And it does look like a Leo. With the Chariot over here, oh my God, you're just trying to find all these different directions. So now it feels like you're almost pulled in three different directions. I'm going to work. Maybe I'm already having a little bit of issues with the boss as it is because they're kind of all over the place. But I'm doing very good. Then I have these two other people who are confusing me. Why do you have so many people you're dealing with? Who are all these people? Because I'm getting almost like, okay, over here I'm doing threes. Don't you see I'm already busy with my life trying to deal with these people? And then you have this other, I'm telling you, this is another person coming around. They seem a little upset because of the Queen of Wands upside down, but their upset madness is more of a, like I said, wearing their heart on their sleeve with the Page of Cups upside down. So when they come back to you, it's going to be a very sensitive kind of, you could say kind of madness, anger. You'll feel that tension, right? They're very tense. So you could say, I'm wearing my heart on they're wearing their heart on their sleeve. You can feel that sensitivity, but you could also feel the heat coming out of it, right? A little bit of mad anger. Because they feel like you didn't do what you were promising them to do. There was no hope, like you lost hope within them. But I don't feel like there was any hope anyways. This all has to be justified and the truth has to come forward. There's a lot of balancing that you need to do over here to get everything done. For some of you, you're getting a divorce. They want to come back and try to fix this from getting a divorce. They're trying to justify this. They don't want the divorce. Seven of Cups, you have so much coming out with so many open doors. It's almost like you just kind of have to rein this all in and get your, see, because it started with the Seven of Cups and now it's right side up. You're saying, okay, as I'm getting out of the confusion, and it does feel like it is going to get balanced. It's going to get balanced. It's going to get justified. It's just something you're going to have to really work on. Something you're really going to have to pay attention to. It's almost like I'm going to pay attention to this. These two other people over here, or if they're, you know, if it's work, however it is, before I even get to you. Because I can't even worry about you while I'm still doing this over here. You're just bringing up, you know, stuff. So it's going to make you whole again. You're going to need this kind of fresh new start. But it's very good because you have the Ace of Cups coming up. So it says this will all be handled in its own timing. It's just, yeah, you're going to have to get yourself balanced and try to figure out the pros and cons about the situation, especially when it comes to these two. It could be earth signs, could be even water signs, like I said before. It could be this Scorpio or these earth signs. It could be all. But however it is, you're going to have to weigh a lot of it to get out of your mind, to get yourself really justiced and balanced and moving on into the direction that you really need. I just feel like with the Mercury retrograde coming up, especially having the Venus in retrograde as well, it's almost like this person has this tie to you, and it could just be because of Venus, where they're trying their hardest to be, I'm going to say it could be a lover, and also because of the Justice card as well. But if they're trying to fix the situation with you, but it does feel like they believe that you really did make some kind of hope and promise that you'd be together. For some of you, you already have someone else. And you could be even trying to offer this other person, this, maybe it's a Scorpio, all your love and attention with your Wheel of Fortune as you're trying to help, you see what I'm saying? This situation over here. So there's all kinds of things going on with you guys. And it just feels like it's kind of the retribution in its own way. I would love to see a Judgment card come out. But it does feel like there is some kind of retribution that needs to come through so that you can get everything balanced that you really need. That way you can take care of, we'll just say this Scorpio, you can take care of the earth sign, you can take care of the Leo, you know, and then everything could go through. And like I said, these might just be jobs, right? However, whatever the situation is, but there's a lot going on within your life. And I can see where you feel like not only there's a confusion, but there's a lot of multitasking, because the Seven of Cups is a lot of multitasking. So with the confusion, you might even feel with the Seven of Cups upside down that you're being pulled into so many different directions that could cause the conflict and the confusion of which way to go next. I need to calm down and find where I'm going to juggle first. So it does feel like you're going to put yourself kind of in a cold shoulder moment for a second and kind of just like, okay, everybody stop. Everybody just stop. I need to figure this out. And this is really what the Two of Coins is saying. I need time to think. I can't be dealing with you and you and you and you all at the same time. You're all coming at me too much. So it does feel like you're being pulled in different directions. That can cause confusion because you're going to feel like you're having a tug-of-war game with a bunch of people in different situations. Whatever your situations are. With the King of Wands, you will get balanced. In the near future, you will find the balance and you will get the ball back in your court and say, okay, that's it. Because after you kind of cold shoulder and you take that time and step back into the shadows and kind of see what's going on and reflect upon the situation, take some time out for yourself. This is where you're going to feel like you're finally in control of yourself, and that will make the Seven of Cups go away. Now you're saying, I am not confused anymore because now I'm taking this step, and this step. So now I am in control of the situation instead of letting all of this be in control of me and allow it to pull me in all different directions. And you might even be literally standing up and telling them so. I'm sorry, you have to wait until I get this done. I'm sorry, you need to wait. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's debt, maybe it's debt, who knows, right? It could be a debt collector. Hey, you know what? You need to stop calling me for a minute because I'm trying to get my stuff together. So however the situation is, You will gain the ultimate control over it as soon as you step back from the situation and reflect upon what it is I'm going to do first. Having all of this come, anytime anything comes to you too fast, it's definitely going to cause confusion. Because your energy is fragmented all over the place, and your mind is as well. Okay, so getting the ball back in your court is going to be a very good thing. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say for you. Meditation will bring the answers that you need. That will be when you're stepping back. Uh-oh, made it too small. Making sure that's on. Oh, okay. Meditation will bring the answers, and that's when you take that step back, you're going to find that you can find the control that you need. Really roping in all your energy and feeling more calm about the situation and really digging deep into, okay, let's work with this first, and knowing exactly where you're going to work in. And this will bring better opportunities for you. And it definitely will. It definitely will. It will allow you to understand where you need to take the action. Because right now, every place you're trying to take the action, it just feels like you're just being pulled apart in different directions because there's just too many things coming at you. Like, welcome to the new year. I would like you. I want this. I want that. And they're just pulling at you, right? You're like, whoa, I'm not a rag doll. Let go of my arms. And then the big one is going to be when this other person comes through, I think. Because I think already dealing with this here is one thing. And then when this situation comes in, all of a sudden, and it does feel very Mercury retrograde. It feels like something from the past. When it does come back, that's just going to set the tone for like, that's enough, right? And that's when you're really going to really feel like you're really being pulled apart a lot. And that's when you're really going to pull the reins back for yourself. Everybody stop. Okay. Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.